Hello, I'm a curious programmer, Xiaoxuan Tengkong. Last week, PUBG received a wave of updates. It is said that there have been changes to the gun attachments, and there are mixed opinions on the final results. At the request of fans. In this episode, we will experiment to calculate the effect of each rifle attachment on the recoil control. The analysis begins. Only by finding the optimal mouse movement trajectory for a firearm with each attachment can we quantitatively assess the effectiveness of the attachment. I used to write scripts that required manual parameter adjustments. It was hard to achieve the optimal recoil control trajectory. Therefore, the script needs to be revamped. Those of you who have watched previous videos already know that the current script can not only simulate mouse movements, but also sample the screen image in real time and calculate the offset of the anchor point. With this foundation, the program can use these errors to learn and automatically adjust the recoil control trajectory. We can make the program shoot repeatedly, figuring out the vertical fixed recoil on its own. Finally, the trajectory with the smallest steady-state error is taken as the optimal recoil control trajectory for the current attachment. The principle of anchor-based visual deviation calculation has been covered in previous videos. For the sake of rigor, one more detail to mention here. Recoil bias includes not only the offset of the anchor point relative to the screen, but also the offset of the reticle from the center of the screen. This offset is reflected during aiming down sights breathing and becomes more pronounced in bursts. When calculating the trajectory error, because the pointer coordinate system is different from the game coordinate system, I constructed a nonlinear transformation to map the gradient of the visual error into the pointer coordinate space. The transformations are not very precise, but the signs are correct. So the loss of precision can be compensated for with subsequent learning adjustments. In order for the error to converge quickly after expending a small amount of ammunition, the algorithmic model is based on logistic regression, fitting the overall trend of the recoil control trajectory, complemented by a shallow neural network, to address the details that logistic regression handles poorly. This way, the algorithmic model can quickly find the optimal recoil control trajectory within a few hundred rounds. The mark of success is reducing the error loss distribution from a state like this to roughly this state in 42 rounds. That is, achieving a symmetric distribution above and below the 0 point. Due to the in-game recoil randomization factor, it's impossible to completely eliminate the error. We just need to find the optimal recoil control trajectory for fixed recoil. The firearm chosen for the experiment was the M4. After training, I finalized the mouse recoil control trajectory data for 11 configurations. This table lists the optimal recoil control values for each of the 42 rounds in each of the 11 configurations. This is shown in the following graph. The top line represents the bare configuration. As you can see, the bare configuration has the greatest recoil, and the lower the line, the easier it is to control the recoil. The lines are in the same order from top to bottom as they are in the legend. Bare configuration, tactical stock, heavy stock, thumb grip, light grip, flash hider, half grip, muzzle compensator, vertical grip, muzzle compensator plus vertical grip, and muzzle compensator plus vertical grip plus heavy stock. When looking at individual attachment effects, the half grip, muzzle compensator, and vertical grip have similar effects, with the vertical grip being the strongest. Tactical stocks don't yield much in terms of recoil control, basically performing similarly to the bare configuration. Heavy stocks are significantly better than tactical stocks. The thumb grip, light grip, and flash hider provide moderate gains in recoil control. Here's a different way to analyze the data. This table is based on the bare configuration and calculates the ratio of each configuration relative to the recoil control of the bare configuration. This is shown in the following graph. Let's start by looking at the average recoil control percentage for each configuration. From top to bottom. 1 SEO, 0.9959, 0.93 0.923, 0.826, 0.8761, 0.8523, 0.8264, 0.859, 0.6781, 0.6321. From these averages, it is easy to infer that the combined effect of each attachment is multiplicative. For example, the compensator reduces the recoil control magnitude to an average of 82.64%, and the vertical grip reduces it to an average of 81.59%. So, the effect of equipping both simultaneously is roughly 82.64% times 81.59%, which equals 67.42%. This aligns closely with my observed statistic of 67.81%. So novices should not worry about the individual properties of the attachments. If you have it, equip it. The more attachments you have, the greater the combined effect. It is worth mentioning that, while the vertical grip is the best overall, but looking from the first few rounds, the lightweight grip really stands out. It completely outperforms all other individual attachments in the first 4 rounds. So if you're more concerned about the recoil control in the first few rounds, the lightweight grip is recommended. The above introduction focuses solely on recoil control. In fact, each attachment has other attributes and functions, so consider these when making your choice. Follow me for more updates.